Talking statues, fade in. External park with statues of historical figures, day. It is a sunny day in Parliament Square. Lots of people milling around, sightseeing, looking at the statues, reading the biographies of the people on the statues, eating ice cream, and generally chatting on a Sunday afternoon. On this day, there is a spare pedestal with no statue. It just so happens an animatronic status of a tennis player is about to be put on the pedestal, much to the curiosity of the other statues in the square. Gandhi is looking over to Mandela and commenting on the beautiful day.
Oh, hey, Nelson, what a lovely day to be out and about.
Yes, Mahatma, a beautiful day indeed. How are you this fine morning?
Oh, can't complain. Dodging the pigeons for you know what, and just gazing at these fine people that are staring at us.
Those damn pigeons. When will they eradicate these varmints? The amount of money that's wasted on cleaning, I can't even imagine.
They could spend it on at least giving me some new attire. I mean, I am a modest man, but really, 50 years in a diaper, that's enough to send a man batty.
I feel your pain, Mahatma. They put me in a suit. Okay in the winter, but in the summer, I must lose about a gallon of water a day.
We're metal, Nelson. We don't sweat. True enough, the diaper comes in handy on those hot, sultry days.
I just feel I'm sweating. It is really uncomfortable. Psychosomatic, perhaps?
Good word, Nelson, though I have no idea what it means. I was a lawyer, not a doctor.
Ah, yes. Psychiatry was in its infancy when you walked this earth.
It would have come in very useful to have laid some of those folks in 1947 on a couch and let them talk out their anxieties.
Things would have been so different now, perhaps even in my country.
Hey, now, there's a new pedestal there. Any ideas?
No, I did wonder. Let me ask around. Hey, Abraham.
Abraham Lincoln is just a few statues away and looks over.
Hey, Nelson, what's happening, man?
Dude, any idea on who's going to join our merry crowd?
No, man, no idea. Let me ask around. Intriguing, right?
No kidding, man.
Hey, Mahatma, how are you doing, buddy? Still in diapers, I see.
Yes, Abe, afraid so. Really need to insist that they do something about my attire.
Hey, Robbie, you sleepyhead. How are you doing?
Sir Robert Peel is a few statues away, yawns, and looks over.
Ed, my good fellow, how are you this fine morning?
Great. I've been up for hours. It's hard to have a lie-in when the sun comes up and it's squarely in your eyes.
Sucks to be you, buddy. What's up?
Gonna ask, do you know who the pedestal is for?
Yes, I do. It's some tennis player from the 70s.
What the hell is tennis?
A silly game where two players hit a ball called a tennis ball over the net to each other without missing.
Oh, I see. Well, I don't really get it, but it does sound intriguing.
Yes, it's a great game. A player from the 70s, you say?
I'd love to pitch in, but before my time, I'm afraid. I would have said Fred Murray before you said the 70s.
Oh, come now, Mahatma. You must have heard people talking about tennis players in the 70s when Wimbledon was on.
I have a great mind, true, but it's 2019 and I don't remember conversations people had during the Wimbledon fortnight some 40 years ago.
Yes, I guess that was a while ago. Time goes so fast when you're a statue.
Tell me about it. I remember the Gettysburg Address like it was yesterday.
So you guys want to know who's coming?
Yes, please.
Me too.
Of course. Who is it then?
Apparently, it's a chap called John McEnroe. Rumor has it that he was a good in the 70s, and guess what? He will move and talk.
Good grief. You mean we're going to have to put up with his shenanigans all day as well?
Great soul, Abe, my friend. I have heard on the grapevine he was a sore loser, shouted a lot. I mean, a lot.
Well, that's not cricket.
Agreed, not cricket. Tennis, Mahatma.
Very good, Nelson.
Lightening the spirit with a little jest.
Yes, a very little jest. Already I am not liking this fellow.
He was an American.
An American, you say? I'm liking him already.
Quick change there, my Abe, my friend.
Just a new spin on what I suspected already. Did he win many times in the sport called tennis?
Oh, yes. Apparently, he was quite a talented player and a left-hander to boot.
Is that important?
Well, yes, of course it is.
Pray tell why.
So, as I understand it, and I am no expert, right-handed players find it extremely difficult to play against left-handed players.
Well, that has to be psychological, psychosomatic, perhaps. I do like that word. Psychosomatic.
Enough already. Really, Mahatma, you have to curb your enthusiasm for new words.
Sorry, Nelson. I do so get carried away. I love new words, and I haven't heard them before.
Yes, I know you do. Just like when you coined the phrase, no taxation without representation.
That wasn't mine, old bean. Mine was, a government job gives you the power to tyrannize over others.
Sorry, I didn't know. Good one, though. Who came up with the other one?
Ask Abe. That was from his part of the world.
No idea, matey. I came up with the phrase 70 and I am pretty sure I lost a lot of people with that one.
How so?
Well, when I said the word score, they thought I was going to read out the baseball scores or some such game. I had to put them right.
What happened then?
They all switched off, of course.
Well, that sucks.
That's why they have it inscribed on the walls of my memorial in Washington, D.C.
Oh, that makes sense now that you mentioned it.
So where did the other phrase come from?
That was a chance when we finally started to get rid of the Brits from the good old US of A.
Perhaps we also should have used that. It would most certainly have confused them. Twice in 2 centuries. Who would have thunk?
That would have been very strange and funny.
When is this tennis player likely to arrive?
From what I overheard, any minute. Big Ben is just about to ring the 9 a.m. chime. There's the truck.
Oh, yes, I see it.
Me too.
This will be quite exciting.
The truck arrives with a talking statue of John McEnroe. It has limited mobility in his arms and legs. The installers move the statue carefully onto the pedestal and play about with the controls until they are happy. They switch the statue on, play with it a little more, and then move away, waiting for a person to press the button.
At last! I thought those jokers would take forever getting me ready.
Hello.
Hey, Honest Abe, how are you, buddy?
Not bad. How are you?
Relieved they didn't mess up my settings. I still have my favorite phrases.
Hello, John. I am Mahatma Gandhi.
Hey, dude, good to meet you. What's with the diapers?
Now, don't you start. I've already given Nelson over there a little piece of my mind over that.
Sorry, I didn't think it was such a sore subject.
Not sore, just a little bit tiring. And to be honest, in bad taste.
I'll avoid that subject then. All right, so what are you in for?
Well, it's not a prison. We're honored statues.
Yes, honored statues.
They only put the best of the best here. Where are you? What? Were you one of the best of the best?
Well, I wouldn't call me one of the best of the best. I was certainly good. Very good.
So why would they put you here?
I heard you were the best of the best at not quite accepting decisions on the court. True?
You cannot be serious. Not true at all. All I have to say is those umpires at center court really needed implements that would have allowed them a clearer vision.
Spectacles, you mean?
Glasses, spectacles, whatever the hell you want to call them, they really needed them.
Why would you say that?
Did you watch any of the games?
Sorry, dude. Didn't see any of the games. I was in prison in South Africa.
Sorry to hear that, buddy. You would have enjoyed the games, especially the ones against that ass Jimmy Connors.
Rumor has it you really didn't like him.
That's no rumor, dude. What a scumbag. Tried to steal and succeeded in stealing Chrissy Evert from me.
Well, that's not playing cricket.
No, indeed not. But she got the last laugh. She dumped him. Ha!
You really shouldn't take joy and satisfaction in someone else's pain.
Did you ever meet the guy?
No, I can't say I did.
I rest my case.
Well, okay. Moving on.
Give us an example of a bad call you had to suffer.
Well, on one occasion, the ball hit the line, and you could clearly see chalk dust rise from the court. The damn umpire called it out.
Trifle unfair, I feel.
No kidding.
I'm guessing you complained.
Hell yes.
So, don't you think you could have been mistaken? Perhaps dust from your opponent's shoes?
Not possible. The dust would have been light brown. This was white dust.
In the sun, my friend, brown and white can be mistaken. I myself have been called Caucasian in bright sunlight.
You cannot be serious, you?
Oh, yes, my foul-mannered friend. Even I can be accused of being white.
We're not going to get along, are we?
Oh, on the contrary, we're going to get on like a tennis match on fire. Something in my diapers tells me.
There you go, bringing your diapers into the conversation again.
I need to stop doing that.
So, my countryman, you sometimes have to accept the fair with the unfair, and with head held high, move on.
Good advice.
Easy for you to say, but I do see where you're coming from. It's hard to accept an unfair decision after having worked so hard to win a point only to have it taken away from you by a bad call. Cream's my corn.
Creams your corn. What a strange expression.
Yes, it is. But guess what?
Always curious.
They made a song out of that chalk dust incident.
You, my friend, cannot be serious.
Oh, I absolutely am. And it was a hit.
There appears to be no end to your talent. It says you're an animatronic statue. What does that mean?
Trust me, it wasn't that good of a song. So, animatronic, it means I can move if one of these so-called fans presses that button.
So what happens when the button is pressed?
Well, I display my lethal forehand and the totally lethal signature backhand. I then say, have a nice day.
No idea what you're talking about, but it does sound impressive. Nice touch with the have a nice day.
As a fellow American, I am totally impressed. Now to wait for a fan to press the button. How many fans do you have?
Not many from what I'm observing. They all seem to be walking by you.
Oh, just wait. Need to have some of the older folks take a look.
How old do they have to be? There's some pretty old ones here.
Not that old. Goodness, they probably saw the birth of tennis. 70s children.
We'll be here for a while then.
I am glad I'm not an animatronic statue. Not sure what they'd have me do.
I walk around a little bit, gathering up salt. But then the chances of you getting out of the diaper and into a suit would be zero.
That would not be fine. If I'd had to do that salt trip again, I would have caught a bus. Made it like they did Summer Holiday.
You saw that movie? It was a bit after your time.
I saw it on one of those iPad things. Someone was watching it here in the square. I was able to view it from my perch.
Looking over someone's shoulder is not a polite thing to do.
Well, it's not as if I had the option of introducing myself and asking permission to watch. The person would have freaked out completely.
Yes, well, you do have a point.
Oh, I see where you're going with this. Made it a business proposition with lots of buses to carry the masses.
We could have changed the title song to We're All Going on a Salty Holiday. The film would be called Salty Holiday.
Catchy title. Hit movie and song in the making, perhaps?
No idea what you guys are even talking about.
Looks like you have a fan. Will he press the button?
Oh, I hope he does. I so want to see your moves.
He's thinking hard. He's looking at the button.
He's going for it. There, he pressed the button.
Well, something is happening.
The McEnroe statue jumps up by 6 inches, spins around, and almost hitting the human's head with the tennis racket, and then waves frantically with the right hand.
That's a strange forehand and an even stranger backhand.
That's not supposed to happen.
Is that how one plays tennis?
I've never seen that. Pretty hilarious.
I don't ever recall you doing that.
I never did. I'm so embarrassed.
At that point, the installers run to the statue, apologize profusely to the human who pressed the button. They throw a big tarpaulins over the McEnroe statue.
Hey, who put the lights out?
Well, so much for technology. Sorry, John. Guess you'll be moving on.
You cannot be serious. I'll be back.
The installers remove the McEnroe statue and put it on the back of the truck and take it away.
So long, my fellow countrymen. See you soon. Good day.
Fade out. The end.